my boyfriend's engagement photos. Hey, when they said use 24 hours of your life to fear men, please fear men. Cause why is my serious boyfriend married and has a child? Story time! In 2022, I was actually done with my national service and I had moved from my mom's place to La Paz. And just in front of my house was this popular Kokonte joint. I mean, popular Kokonte joint. Like all the influencers came there to eat Kokonte. It was called Best Kokonte. Even if you search it on Uber, you'll find it. Just one hot afternoon and I basically just went out to get a bag of water and some few groceries for the house. As I stepped out, like I noticed that this guy was following me. Mind you, if you know me, you know that anytime I'm home, like I don't do much. I'm always like in my normal t-shirt, shorts, something. Like I don't do much when I'm home. The only time you get me doing much is when maybe I want to shoot a content or probably when I just want to go out. Like aside that, you ain't gonna get me. So I was like shabbily dressed, my hair was in a mess and all of that. So I could feel like this guy was like walking after me, right? I went and when I got to the store, I saw that he had stopped a few inches away from me, right? So I bought what I had to buy and then as I carried it and I was going home, this guy actually walked up to me. I was like, oh, can I help you with the water? I mean, at first I was like, oh, it's fine, I can carry it. But then I was also tired. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then he carried the water for me and we walked to my place. So when we got to my gate, he actually asked me, if I could give him my number so that he can call me. He came with his friends to buy Kokonte. So like, he just wants my number. So after a while of dragging, oh, can I get your number? You know, I have to flex because I'm a girl. And I was like, okay, sure. I finally gave him my contact and that was how it all started. We're going to call this guy Fred. Okay, so fast forward, we started talking. He starts calling me, you know, all the honeymoon level. So we started to hang out more often, like go on like days, like living the honeymoon phase. So one Sunday he asked us to go eat fufu at this popular fufu joint, I think around Achimota. Yeah, Achimota, around Achimota. And I agreed to it. We went to eat the fufu. We bought the fufu, but we didn't want to eat there because I had like things to do. I had laundry to do. I had like different things to do. So I was like, no, I'm not going to eat there. He was like, okay, if I'm not eating there, he's also not eating there because what would you be doing sitting there alone and just eating? So we just bought the fufu and we left. When he was dropping me at my place, I took the bag and I left. I didn't even check what was inside, right? So I took the bag and I left, only for me to get home and realize that I only took the fufu. So what they did was they didn't put like fufu and soup in one, fufu and soup in one. No, they just did fufu in one and then soup in one. Okay, so I only picked the fufu and I left, and he also drove away. So apparently I got home and I was all set about to eat, only for me to open and realize that I only picked fufu. I immediately called this guy and I told him, look, I actually picked just fufu and you have just the soup. He was like, oh really, let me check. He checked and truly he had the soup. Mind you, this guy stays at Santa Maria. Okay, if you know Santa Maria, you know it's a bit close to La Paz, or from where I was staying, it was very close. So it was like, okay, I should pick an Uber and come. He would pay for my Uber. I should just pick an Uber and come. And then when I get there, I'll just pick the fufu. I'll just pick the soup, and that was it. But for him, he's so hungry to the extent that he can't wait for me to come. So he would just prepare rice quickly and eat with the soup. Immediately dressed up and went to his place. Like I picked the fufu. I got to his place, and then like I was eating. Like I'm hungry. So as I was eating the fufu at the dining space, I saw like these portraits on the floor, and out of curiosity, I was like, oh, let me see which portraits are these. Like I took the first portrait, and it was so nice. Like I love art, so when I took it, it was like